What happened this day on 20th of February 1901? Cecil H. King, Irish-British daily newspaper publisher, is born. 1902, heavy surf breaks over Seal Rocks and damages Sutro Baths in San Francisco. 1907, Henry Moissan, French chemist who isolated the element fluorine from its compounds, dies of appendicitis at the age of 54. 1914, John Daly, South African newscaster and TV game host show of What's My Line, is born. 1915, Panama Pacific International Expo opens in San Francisco. 1917, Jerome Kern, Gay Bolton, and P.G. Wodehouse's musical Oh Boy premieres in New York. 1919, French Premier Clemenceau is injured during an assassination attempt. 1921, Joseph Albert Walker, the test pilot for the X-15, is born in Washington, D.C. 1922, Vilnius in Lithuania agrees to separate from Poland. 1927, golfers in South Carolina is arrested for violating the Sabbath. 1929, the Red Sox announced they will play Sunday games at Braves Field, Boston. 1931, Congress allows California to build Oakland Bay Bridge. 1932, Japanese troops occupy Tanhao, China. 1935, Dame Caroline Michelson, the first woman to set foot on Antarctica, is born in Denmark. 1937, the first automobile-airplane combination is tested in Santa Monica, California. 1941, the first transport of Jews to concentration camps leave Plotzk, Poland. 1943, a new volcano, Parasutan, erupts in a farmer's cornfield in Mexico. 1944, Batman and Robin comic strips premieres in newspapers. 1947, the state of Prussia ceases to exist. 1952, first black umpire in organized baseball is certified, Emmett Ashford. 1958, jockey Eddie Arcaro rides his 4,000th winner at Santa Anita. 1959, the Afro Arrow program to design and manufacture supersonic jet fighters in Canada is cancelled by the Diefenbaker government amid much political debate. 1960, Jimi Hendrix, rock and roll guitarist, plays his first gig. 1962, John Glenn becomes the first American to orbit the Earth aboard Friendship 7. 1966, Cecilia Cummins from Clintwood, Virginia, is the fifth of 5 siblings born on 20th of February. First, Catherine, 1952, Carol, 1953, Charles, 1956, and Claudia, 1961. 1971, National Emergency Center erroneously orders U.S. radio and TV stations to go off the air. The mistake wasn't resolved for 30 minutes. 1974, Cher files for separation from her husband Sonny Bono. 1978, Egypt announces it is pulling its diplomats out of Cyprus. 1979, 11 loyalists known as the Shankill Butchers are sentenced to life in prison for 19 murders. The gang was named for its late-night killing, torture and murder by throat slashing of random Catholic civilians in Belfast. 1980, Alice Longworth Roosevelt, youngest daughter of Theodore Roosevelt, dies at the age of 96. 1987, a bomb blamed on Unabomber explodes by a computer store in Salt Lake City. 1988, 500 people die in heavy rains in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. In 1989, an ARI bomb destroys a section of a British Army barracks in Turnhill, England. In 1991, a gigantic statue of Albania's longtime dictator Enver Hoxha is brought down in the Albanian capital Tirana by mobs of angry protesters. 1994, 3 Afghans take 70 Pakistani children hostage. 1995, Rabbi Shlomo Auerbach is buried in Jerusalem. 250,000 people attend. 1998, US movie box office hits quickest $1 billion for a year in 51 days with the movie Titanic. Subscribe, share, and like this video.